Hi, I'm Christine Cushing and welcome to another helping of my favorite foods. Today I want to share with you the best seafood pasta I think I've ever made in my life. It is loaded with juicy shrimp that I'm going to saute in the pan, a quick sauce with lemons, capers, plump tomatoes, little baby ones, and then loads and loads of parsley and a touch of Calabrian chile. It's going to be a thing of beauty. Get ready to drool. Let's go. Step one in making this amazing but super quick seafood pasta is I'm using the shells. So I've peeled and deveined my shrimp and I'm gonna make a quick stock. So in here, always in cold water, all your shells in there. And what I do is I actually save the stems from my parsley. This is a good tip just so that you make the most of all your ingredients. So the stems are going to go right in here. This is going to add flavor to the stock. I throw in a couple of bay leaves. And then to me, you can never have enough lemon. I mean, if the one ingredient I should be banned from using at some point, it's lemon. I use it in everything. But here, you really need it. So I'm just going to go in with a couple of little lemon curls, that is the zest. So I want to bring that to a boil, simmer for 20 minutes. In the meantime, this is the first thing we want to do is get our stock done. I've got a big pot here with my water that I'm going to salt now. So a lot more salt than you think because the pasta is not going to absorb it all. Bringing to a boil. Now, let's talk pasta and specifically spaghetti. Actually, this is a shape that I've never used. I mean, there's gazillions of shapes of pasta. I have never used this one. This is spaghettoni. It's spaghetti that's a little bit thicker. Now, there's one other really incredible feature about this pasta. Have you ever heard of bronze extrusion? Do you even know what the heck I'm talking about? So this pasta is extruded. That means it comes out of a machine. If you buy pasta that's been bronze extruded, what happens is it has a bit of a coarser, kind of rougher texture, and that means it's going to stick to the sauce. And it's also going to create a lot more creaminess in that sauce. Just changing this one element, so buying pasta that's extruded through a bronze mechanism is going to give you this beautiful texture in your sauce and really allow the pasta to stick to it. So just saying, you might want to try it. So this is an olive oil based sauce. Starting with my first layer. Don't even ask me how much oil is in here. You're going to get the full recipe. It's always below, but it's a fair bit of olive oil. Don't be afraid of it. First thing to go in are going to be the shrimp. So I've peeled and deveined my shrimp, tails on, and I'm just going to season them, salt and pepper. I always season as I go. That way everything is balanced. You don't have too much salt at the beginning or at the end. A little cracked black. I spread out the shrimp because I don't want them to be overlapping and start to steam. I just want to create a little bit of color, and that's the first layer of flavor that's going into my pasta. So not only did I use my shells to make a stock, but now I'm going to even heighten that flavor by getting that bit of caramelization going. Oh baby, nice plump shrimp. About halfway cooked. Now I'm going to remove them. Shrimp on standby. It's not their turn to be in the dish. My stock is ready. So 20 minutes later, put your hand up if you just throw away shrimp shells. I know everybody does it, but there's so much flavor. So just 20 minutes while you're prepping everything, boom, you got a quick, what the French call fumée, or stock. Now we go back to the pan. continuing that flavor. Next thing to go in is a shallot. Shallots go in. Teeny bit more olive oil. I don't want it too high at this point because I want to render some sweetness from these shallots. I don't want them to burn. Beauty. Or should I say, bellissima. I also want to introduce you, always when I find interesting things that maybe you haven't seen, this is definitely one of them. Have you ever seen a caper leaf? I also see that my pasta water is boiling. When you're making this kind of a pasta, you're really kind of at the mercy of what's happening. You got to be aware. With the water rapidly boiling, spaghettoni going in. Cranking it as high as it'll go. Now we go back to our sauce. Shallots are in and nice and caramelized. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the caper leaves. Love these, by the way. Absolutely love them. Just almost like what's called a chiffonnade, just in little ribbons like that. And I thought it'd be perfect for a seafood dish. In addition, capers also going in. So you start to imagine, right? You have some brininess, you've got the caramelization from those shallots, a little sweet, a little salty. Oh, good. Something happens to me when I zest lemons. Like I go a little bit, ooh. I love it. You can see all those essential oils just flying off the lemon. Incredible. I don't think I could live without a lemon. I just don't think I could do it. Let's hit it with some alcohol, shall we? White wine, or if you know me, dry vermouth going in to deglaze. And I'm going to juice one lemon, and we'll see how much we use, right? Every lemon has a different amount of juice, so I don't want to add too much. But then again, as I said, there's never too much lemon, right? But because I'm making half the amount, I'm probably going to go in with a half a lemon. What makes this recipe so great is the sauce is really simple, but it's hyper intensely flavored. So I can see here now this is reduced by half. I'm going to add half of that shrimp stock. This is going to really add a sweetness for sure. Look at these beautiful tomatoes. These are like miniature plum tomatoes. So I'm just going to cut them in half. And I don't want these to just totally break apart. I want them to have some of their texture. So you're going to be able to see the tomato, but they are going to, break apart a little bit. So not much more than that. The tomato is really a secondary player. It's not the main character in this play. I'm trashing the place. Always a good sign. Pasta has really got at least 6 minutes to go. So now I want to crank up my sauce to make sure it's reduced down. Okay? Next thing going in, some garlic. If you want the garlic cooked down more, you can add it when the pan is drier. I don't mind having a little bit of that garlic flavor. So this is just going to kind of cook down a bit in the sauce. But it's going to be pretty forward this way. Tomatoes going in. Next couple of very important ingredients that are going to really heighten this flavor. So these are, drum roll, anchovies. The anchovy with the caper is extraordinary. And really that anchovy is bringing salt, it's bringing umami, it's really bringing that depth of flavor, right? Oh, the smells are really bringing some beautiful Beautiful. Oh, tears to my eyes. The smell so fantastic. Now, let me just add one more thing. I'm adding some calabrese or Calabrian chili. This is some chili in a little bit of oil. I buy this in a jar. Really, any kind of chili or chili oil you can add. That's pretty spicy, actually. Mama. Now, the last thing that I really wanted to tell you, because this is all about the extrusion, the bronze extrusion, there is going to be starch in that water. So what I want to do, once this cooks down, and I have about 2 minutes left in my initial 10 minutes, I'm going to start taking some of that pasta water and putting it into my sauce. That's going to reduce down a bit and again heighten that creaminess. So now, just a couple of ladles of this starchy water in there. Already it's getting creamy. Already it's getting creamy. And I've got a few seconds left. So last couple of minutes, I'm dragging my pasta right into this sauce. And it seems at this point that it's just going to be too wet, but that's how you want it, because it's going to really absorb that moisture. I'm going in with a little bit more extra virgin as it just simmers. Now you got to get pretty fast with this, right? There's no la sitting around. Now we got to move. Loads of parsley. To me, you just cannot have enough parsley. So now you can see that this has become creamy, a little bit more creamy. I'm going to add back my shrimp because these were not fully cooked. And this was my little buffer, right? In that 2 minutes, because I took the pasta out literally 2 minutes before it was cooked, I have that buffer. If you take it out right on the money, it's going to overcook by the time you finish it in the sauce. Beauty is all I'm going to say. Tossing it, this also helps build that creaminess. You can start to see it. I'm going to leave the parsley for the very, very end. Cooking on a moderate heat at this point. This is like a sneak peek. You know, when you can kind of go backstage. I'm going to go backstage right now. Just take a little bit of this. Nobody's going to know. Let's see what's happening. Oh, that's so good. I just get so excited. There's a little bit of sauce on the floor, but don't look down there. Who cares? Now, I'm bringing it with a whole mess of parsley because that is really going to contrast the saltiness and the brininess of everything else, the sweetness of the shrimp. And now I'm turning it off. Turning it totally off, and you can see what's starting to happen in the pan. is, do you see this? I am drooling. Tasting time. Do you see how creamy it is as I was plating it? And there's no dairy, there's no pork fat. This is really just the creaminess from the pasta. There's no cheese in here. Let me taste it. Two words, mamma mia. Tangy, a little bit salty, perfect harmony. The creaminess is gonna blow your mind because really you're gonna start looking around like, what's in here? Nothing. It's just the pasta water that's making it that creamy. Perfect harmony, and then that just a bit of tang is really working so well with these shrimp. What are you waiting for? You gotta get out there and find this bronze extrusion pasta. I mean, it's gonna really blow your mind. This is transporting you to the seaside immediately. The sweetness of the shrimp, and it's perfectly cooked. Start them in the pan, pull them out. Wow, this is great. You're gonna love this recipe. Thank you so much for hanging with me again in the kitchen for another helping of my favorite foods. Please share, subscribe, like, let me know what's happening in your kitchen, and see you next time where things get always super delicious and crazy in the kitchen. Thank you.